after P2B was hounded, insulted and bullied by APC supporters for posting a congratulatory message to the Olubadan of Ibadan. Oba Lateef Ladoja was recently crowned the Olubadan of Ibadan, and well-meaning Nigerians congratulated him on the occasion. The trio of Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar and P2B all sent congratulatory messages to him. They also referred to him as their brother. But APC political jobbers picked out P2B. They started insulting him, hounding him, doing all sorts of things to intimidate him. Now, after the ceremony is over, after receiving many VIPs who couldn't attend the event, as you can see here, Atiku Abubakar, El-Rufai and many others visited Oba Lateef Ladoja, the Olubadan of Ibadan. He has now granted an interview where he was asked if he sent the people defending him, the people claiming that P2B disrespected the Oba. Some even went as far as claiming that P2B disrespected the Yoruba. Yes, this guy said it in his radio program. He said that the fact that P2B referred to the Oba as my dear brother, that it is a disrespect. It doesn't make any sense what these guys want. But now the Oba has kind of reprimanded them, saying that there is nothing wrong in what P2B said, that it wasn't an insult. He asked them a question: is P2B not his brother? He is his brother. You see, ordinarily, this shouldn't make the news. But because they have an agenda, imagine this guy bringing such a subject on radio. He wants to make sure that people hear this. He wants to make sure that the narrative is spread far and wide. That's why he brought it to his radio program. So this needs to be countered. Like the Oba said, P2B is his brother. There is nothing absolutely wrong in what he said. Meanwhile, others said it also, but because they are after P2B, he is their target, they zoomed in on him and started hounding and throwing insults at him. These are the same people who claim they respect everyone. They demand respect from P2B to the Oba. But if you see the unprintable names they called him, you will see that these people are touts that don't respect anyone. These are people who leave important things to discuss, things that actually matter to Nigerians at the moment. But because they want to divert attention from the failings of the government, they always stir up controversies. This is not even controversial in the real sense, because what he said wasn't an insult in any way. Referring to someone as your brother is not an insult. There is no culture in the world where it will be deemed as an insult.
Good afternoon, everyone. Olubadan Alhaji Mustapha and popular leader Civic. Mo wà lọ́dọ̀ TSS látàárọ̀ láti stand for ways. Mo ṣe ń kó lẹ́fọ̀ this time ní káyọ̀mí náà December 7. Tó ṣe release ní ọ̀gbẹ́. Propaganda kan ni mo ń gbọ́ tọ́pọ̀ láti fight ìlú fún.
This is a thug that threatened Nigerians a few days ago in Lagos. He said that anyone that doesn't vote for APC in 2027, whatever he sees, they should take it. In fact, he used the word kill in that broadcast that was shown live on Facebook and other social media sites. Now he's claiming that he went to the SSS office, he spent a few hours there, he has now been released, saying that they told him that there is propaganda against him, that all the people spreading propaganda against him should stop. How can this be real? Can you imagine an opposition member making these threats to Nigerians? The SSS, the police, all the security agencies would descend on him. In fact, he will be in detention for long before they even try to charge him. When they charge him, he might not be out for the next 1 year or even more. Now look at the way they are treating the guy with kid gloves. This is exactly the same thing, exactly the same playbook they used in 2023, where the other chief thug threatened Igbo people that they shouldn't come out to vote unless they are voting for APC, that they should sit down in their homes. The police spokesman at the time claimed that he was joking. At the end of the day, they carried out their threats, disenfranchised thousands, even people that are not Igbo. Once you look like an Igbo person to them, they will stop you from voting. Now, the same thing is playing out, and they are treating this guy with kid gloves. This is to tell Nigerians that they are all part of the scheme. This is their plan. It's just that the guy let it out. Yes, not that Nigerians aren't aware, but this is the first time they are making the direct threat to Nigerians. Can you imagine someone saying this in a democracy? Even under military, Nigerians weren't threatened this way. How should these people continue threatening Nigerians? It's a democracy. Everyone is free to vote whoever he wants to vote. It's your job to convince people to vote for you. If you can't convince them, don't use violence and threats to force them to vote for you. It doesn't work. The more you push people, the more they resist. So this shouldn't be necessary. If the government truly feels that they are working, yes, they continue claiming that they are doing all the right things. But why should they continue using threats? Allow Nigerians to score you in an election. Yes, it's like a referendum. If you feel you are doing the right thing, it is Nigerians that will say, no, you are not doing the right thing, or yes, you are doing the right thing. And they will reward you with a second term. That's how it should work. If we are truly practicing this democracy, everyone should be free, not be intimidated. If you say anything, they will start looking for the person. But look at this guy making direct threats. He even threatened Rauf Arebosola, who is now the secretary of ADC. He said that he will be punished, that they will punish him just for being in an opposition party. So these are the issues. This guy shouldn't be free. They should have at least thrown a charge at him. Even if he spends just a few days or taken to court and the court remands him, or maybe the case dies after, but at least they should have set an example with him. But the people he is working for are the people investigating him. So they are all part of the same clique. They cannot investigate themselves. They cannot send themselves to prison. For the umpteenth time, Nigerians must be ready. They should prepare hard for 2027 presidential election, because the way they are going, these people are declaring war on Nigerians. Nigerians didn't do anything to these people. All Nigerians want is a working country, a country that works for everyone from top to bottom, not a few. If you feel you won the election, you were elected by Nigerians, allow Nigerians to decide in the next election. And it's obvious they won't allow Nigerians to decide. That's why Nigerians must be ready. Nigerians need to be ready. There's no need making excuses, saying, these people have taken over everything, there's nothing we can do. No, we can do something. Stop saying this. People spreading this narrative, sometimes they don't even know that they are useful idiots. That's exactly what they want you to feel. They want you to feel very powerless. And once you feel powerless and disillusioned, they will carry the day. Yes, that's exactly what they want. Once you start being depressed, you start being pessimistic, you won't bother to participate in anything called the election. Many wouldn't even come out that day to cast their votes, not to talk of defending the vote. And they will carry the entire day. They will do whatever they want. So you must resist. If you know what that election can bring to you the next 4 years, you must fight for it as if your life depends on it. Many didn't take 2023 presidential elections seriously, yes, despite the fact that Nigerians actually did their best. Some stood in line under the rain, some resisted, some protested, but Nigerians must do more in 2027. That's redoubling the effort. If you don't do that, imagine what has happened to you since they came to power, how your savings has been devalued to nearly worthless levels, how the price of goods have skyrocketed beyond your earnings. People that are on minimum wage, the minimum wage is not even enough for their expenditure for 1 week, not to talk of taking them home for 1 month. So you can imagine, if 2 years is this hard, how will the next 4 years be? What are they going to do from 2027? They are doing this to you now. They have the audacity to rub it on your faces. So imagine how proud, how they will be gloating around after stealing the elections in 2027. So if you imagine all this, it should motivate you to get ready, to give it your 1000%. Yes. And when Nigerians do that, it will be a good message sent to the thugs, all the people that want to steal the votes. Tomorrow, they will not try to do such, because they will now understand that Nigerians have awoken. It's no longer the time Nigerians continue to complain and run away from their responsibilities, feeling that someone is going to come from somewhere to save them. No. Nigerians must resist and take their destinies in their own hands. Thanks for watching.